If you haven't done so already, I want you to stop and take a moment to congratulate yourselves. From the novice user to the advanced user, each of you broke out of your comfort zone in some way last week to overcome the impossible. And that is to learn a new tool or to apply your existing knowledge to a new component or new task. And you are all to be commended for the outstanding work that you did. On screen, you can see my own take of the comic book tutorial. I have a very strict policy in that I don't ask my students to do something I can't do myself. So whether it's something I'm doing for the first time or something I'm doing for the 50th time, I always enjoy working through the same activities that you have to complete. So here you can see a family photo from this last Christmas, my husband and I and two of our dogs, and just taking it through the steps of the comic book tutorial. You guys did an outstanding job. You talked about the layers palette and what does that mean and how does that help with design. You talked about your individual challenges and breaking it down step by step, overcoming those hurdles, those frustrations, playing back the tutorials over and over again. I asked you to do something new, something different, and within the span of a week, you stretched yourselves to the limit and showed that you can do it. And you should pat yourself on the back for that. You shared tutorials and resources with one another. You talked about the steps that you went through to overcome some of those challenges and sharing those tips with your classmates. So again, great job last week in working through how do you roll up your sleeves and get into the software and learn it. So with that, we'll turn to this week's topic, which begins to shift us into the applied side of what does this mean? How are we going to use this? So let's take a look at that. Use the on-screen navigation to access another section of this week's overview.